off working time, and I think it's very important that we have public input into these meetings. And if anybody disagrees about moving it to 6, if we could just move it to 6 for the summer months and fall months, and then maybe revisit that in the winter months and see if it might be more convenient to maybe move it back. But I would like to hear from each of you to see what you think.
Well, I have no problem with 6:30, isn't it? I have no problem. I think public deserves the right to be here.
I feel it's similar. I was thinking maybe if we had the LSIC sessions, at least had those at 6, even if we do what Mr. Rhodes said, and keep it at 5. I mean, I can go with 6 all the way, but I said I would at least like to see the LSIC presentations, because aside from the staff, I realize it's difficult for them, but many times there are presentations that are being made, and parents want to come and see their kids, and for that reason, I would at least like to see, my person would like to see the LSIC meetings begin at 6. Those are just my comments.
I think it's confusing to have 2 different times myself. Maybe I just get confused easily, but I would like to just see it one time, whatever it is, and I'm retired, I can live with different things, but I know you work, and it's hard for you probably to get here by 5, I'd say. I mean,
6 o'clock. I mean,
and the public is the same way, I think. So
I think we have to be 6 o'clock, and if we keep it all at the same time, I mean, we're running about an hour. So, can we make?
I agree with that, 6. I mean, I've had complaints that they can't be here. By the time they get their kids off the bus and get them fed, the parents can't make it here by 5. So do we need to, I know we need to make a motion, but can we make that motion since it is on the agenda?
I think you can change that and make the motion based on the change on the agenda.
I'd like to make a motion then that we modify the proposed Lincoln County Board of Education 2010-11 meeting schedule to reflect that all board meetings would commence at 6 o'clock p.m.
I say.
Motion has been made to move the meetings, all board meetings, from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Anyone in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? So it's unanimous decision. We want to move our board meetings to 6 o'clock. All right, let's move to the administrative section. Do you have any questions on the administrative section?
I do. I just am curious about the source of funding on that.
On which one, Dawn?
On A.
I believe that's just regular professional development.
And that request has been made before about putting a funding source, and I apologize. I will reiterate that again to the staff to make that happen. So we'll make sure that's done, because really it should be on there for you all.
So that is county.
I'll be honest, I do not know.
I would want to say it's either through Title I or the ARA money, because I know Charlene is doing this.
If it's not that, I will let the board
Yes,
know
definitely.
by email tomorrow, let you know, correct that.
Is there any other discussion? Or anything that you all see? On the attachment, on the entire attachment.
Of A, B, C, and D.
Of A, B, C, and D. Entire thing.
See, maybe you all have any questions?
This Chartis, is that how you say that, Curdy? Chartis. I noticed on the bids back there, they were not the lowest bid, but they were the lowest acceptable bid. Is that correct?
That is the recommendation from our third-party administrator. He actually went out and got all these bids from all these different companies. And then with his knowledge, as opposed to my lack of knowledge in the workers' comp arena, that is the company he recommended that we go with. Since this is the first year we've been let out side of Brick Street. So we kind of,
Also,
I did that just for Mr. Roach, actually.
I would mention that Mingo County adopted the same firm, yes, for their workers' comp.
And they have a track record. This is not a new firm, is it? I mean, they have.
The only thing I can say is that's the one they have adopted based on all the data they collect, Chartis.
These are all companies, Donna, you know, like Zurich, they're all insurance companies, and then they just have a mass umbrella of different items that they cover, but, you know, like Westfield, Travelers, I think those
By
are
the
all
way,
well-known.
It was quite a bit of difference. I know it says here the difference, and it was over 100,000 between Brick Street and Chartis in Mingo County. So we're getting quite a bit of savings, and I think based on people investigating there and here, I'm almost assured that it's the best company to go with.
There's a lot of entities going to this Wells Fargo question, I know that.
I'm just so happy it's much cheaper.
Anybody have any questions for C, out-of-state travel for the following personnel that are listed? What about D? So would someone like to make a motion to accept the Part 4 administrative attachment?
I move to accept.
I second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? I believe the ayes have it. Okay. Let's move to finance. That would be Bert.
Thank you.
Okay.
Congratulations. Okay, we have total invoices to be paid, $411,189.40. And for the new folks, I have all the invoices here, and please feel free to come and look at any of them. You can look before or after, but you guys are signing off on this, and you have great trust in me, and I have great trust in my staff. But you really, feel free to look at anything you want to look at. And I welcome you to look. Item B, this is just a renewal for salary schedules, and there's no changes. Nobody got raises, and maybe the state will vote one in, but it's probably not likely to happen. It's just approving our salary schedules for the next year. And that's all I have.
That's it. We have a motion to accept the financial report for the any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.